Welcome back to the channel. I'm here at the house on top of the floor already. So part of the floor joists have been put up already. And they got the OSB laying on top loaded, ready for tomorrow to do the decking. As you can see, this side of the house is done. These are 2x12s by 18s on this side. And on that side we're cantilevering, which means going over the wall 1 foot 6 inches there. So these floor joists are 2x12 by 20s, and in that section there we have a cantilever for a fireplace, so it comes out 2 feet for a fireplace there. There's going to be still joist hangers that are going to be hung on each single 2x12, and then anything that's double is going to get a double joist hanger for extra strength and to be able to carry the load of the weight. Now, this is 16 on center framing, so they take their tape measure, run it from one corner, and same thing, actually they start from the same corner. You would start from the same corner in order to have your floor joists run parallel to each other, and then you can sandwich them together in the middle where the beam is, where they come together. But you put your tape measure on the side, on that corner, and you run, and you just mark everything 16 on center. So you go 16, 32, 48, 64, 72, 84, 96, and so forth. You mark them and you go to the right side, but when you're marking the other side, you have to go to the left side. So if you're doing this side to the right, 16 on center, the other side you go 16 to the left. That way you're gonna line up with your floor joists. They marked them right there. If you can see the pencil marks, they marked them on the double wall right away. And when they're nailing the floor joist, they usually take a speed square. That way the floor joist is vertical, so you're not making any mistakes. But there it is, decking's on here. They're going to continue on. We're going to start laying out the 20 footers on that side, and tomorrow start decking this. I was waiting to hear back on an LVL I was supposed to put on that side for the beam for the cantilever, but I was able to get away with, per engineers, okay. I was able to get away with using 2x12s as opposed to 2 LVLs. But on the garage, as I said in the previous video, I ended up doing the LVL just because I can get a full length. That one was, I believe, a 20 footer that I could run the whole span of the garage for strength, rigidity. That way I don't have any issues. But I'm gonna step right here on the LVL. So we've got 3 LVLs running the whole length of the house. As you can see, there's 3 there, and they are the width is 11 7/8, and then here we stepped up to 4 LVLs. This portion of the house is going to receive more load, so the architect designed it with 4 in order to carry that load. So this is how it's a floor joist right there. Rim joist, the way the floors are set up normally in the beginning, you run your rim joists all around the perimeter of the house, which they did the side and the length of the house first, and then set up one side of the floor joist, one side of the house, and then they're going to do the other. You can do it this way, or you can, if you have the lumber. We didn't have the right lumber right away. That's why they didn't do it in the beginning. And then 2 parts of the house here cantilever, both sides, the right side and the left side cantilever out. That's the other reason. If it was just sitting all on the wall, then you could just run right the perimeter of the house, throw your rim joist up, and then once your rim joist is up, then you could throw the 2x12s or 2x10s, whichever your case, your scenario is, and then just stand them up, and you got your marks, and you just go to town and nail them up. My general rule of thumb is one thing I learned from one framer. The quantity of nails, as you can see right here, there's six nails. I take, basically, if it's a 2x6, you divide that by 2. You divide the last number by 2. So 6 divided by 2 equals 3. You get 3 nails. 2x10, you divide that by 2. Divide the 10 by 2, you get 5 nails. In this case, it's 6 because it's a 2x12 floor joist. And then we're still they're still gonna run through and put toenails on each side of the floor joist into the double plate, the top plate there. But this is how it looks. Once they get probably, I'm guessing, the first row of the OSB, they'll go through and they'll put the midspan bridging, which in this case I ended up getting metal ones. You can use wooden ones, and sometimes you can get them pre-cut or cut them yourself to angle. That's just very time consuming. I prefer using the metal ones. I'll show you later on, once that's being done, the midspan bridging. I'll show you how those are nailed. Usually they're nailed right on top. The way I do it, I'll get my measurement where my middle measurement is, and I'll throw a chalk line and I'll run that all the way to the length of the house, and I'll go through and I'll nail them from top, both left and right, and then just leave them on the bottom. And then later on, once basically the whole framing is done, you could do it after. Go through on the bottom and nail them to the bottom. Yeah, now it's the top, then it's the bottom of the floor joist, and that'll prevent any warping of the floor joist. Definitely makes a big difference. I had to run out today to get some extra lumber because some of this lumber was cracked a lot and very warped, so I ended up getting some more lumber from another lumber yard. That's why you see a little bit different colors, just different species of wood. But you got to do it sometimes. Unforeseen things happen during the building process, and not all the time do you get the lumber that you think you're going to get in a bundle. A lot of times you get more bad ones, so you got to set them aside and get some run out and pick up some better ones. So, but this ends up being a pretty tall house as we speak, because I don't have enough fill. I mean, we're 9 feet on a wall, and then we're another 3 feet, so we're 12 feet from the ground. So once I get more fill, we'll bring the grade up, and there's going to be I'll have to do posts for the deck on that side right there. There's going to be 3 posts, 6x6s, so I'll have to drill down 4 feet into the ground. But the fact that I'm going to be building up grade, I'll actually probably end up going only 2 feet below the ground, and then the rest I'll fill on top. That'll give me my 48 inches to be below frost. So I'll stay tuned for the next video. It's going to be tomorrow. I'll do a video how decking's done, the adhesive, how many nails are put in, and then we'll start laying out and framing the walls, standing those up, and hopefully by then I'll get some fill here and start backfilling the inside of this house and compacting that and tamping it down. So anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Make sure you subscribe, like the videos, share them, hit the notification button to be up to date with new videos. Until next time, thank you.